Alright, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm starting off in the downtown area and very crowded through here. Yeah, so I was just gonna go into town to get a couple things, and I come to downtown here to start the vlog, and wow. This is a major. I know this is Sunday, but yeah, let's get into it. And I know I can't play music right now because due to copyright. To give me a monetize or a copyright strike. See, this is the best part about being on a bike is look at this. I get to just, you know, go through traffic with no worries about cars or anything. Look at this. See, better to be on a bike. See, that's why I said that. It's better to be on a bike than a car. I mean, you see, guys saw that how I was able to just cruise through traffic. See, it's a lot more better to be on a bike because that way you can just, you know, go through traffic. It's like a motorcycle. You're able to go. Gotta be careful there. I can just slam into that door and you'll be at fault. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that guy just opened up his door on me, and I could have just slammed right into it. Yeah, I didn't expect downtown to be like that. I don't know if you guys saw that with that door, but he just opened up, like, you know, opened it up right on me, and it's like, that's the thing about the downtown area. It's like, they don't use the mirrors, and if, like, for example, like, if they don't use the mirrors, they open up their door, boom, I'm gonna slam right into it, and I'm gonna be the one that's gonna, you know, have to pop the stick at, where I'm gonna be hurt, and they're gonna be just fine. All right. But I mean, that was a great way to, you know, do the intro there. I was starting off in the downtown area on an unexpected event. And also, I hope all of you are keeping your e-bikes at 20 miles an hour instead of, you know, 30 plus. Because I mean, that's a good example right there. I mean, you're going 30 plus miles an hour and a door opens up on you, boom. Well, that's what I'm saying. See, this is why you cannot park in the road. Because look, now I gotta get into the middle of the road, and then the ones that are behind me are gonna get pissed off at me for no reason because these, you know, lazy crappers are too lazy to park in the driveway. I mean, that's what driveways are for. That's what driveways and parking lots are for. Plus, I wouldn't really want to park my bike in the road. You know, I wouldn't want to park blue on the road. I can tell you now, I would never park blue or eco on the road. Never would I ever park on the road. Due to hit and runs going on. You know, back in February of 2013, it actually happened to my mom, where a guy actually, you know, did a fender bender of his truck there, and guess what? He almost drove off, but good thing for me, I was in the back seat and I got out. So once I got out, they got out, and I kind of, you know, switched sides with them to, you know, go in and make corner them to stop them from, you know, taking off there. Well, not taking off, but from getting back into their truck. So that's what I'm saying, because I mean, fender benders happen all the time, especially at Walmart here, at my local Walmart. Fender benders happen all the time. And with fender benders, it's like they just take off. They don't care. They don't stay on scene or anything. So that's why I'm always saying to, you know, it's always good to have a camera rolling, even like when you have a dash cam, or even have like a camera on the back of your vehicle there. But yeah, if it wasn't for me there, the guy would have gotten away with that hit and run back in February of 2013. And that's another thing too, as you guys can see, as of right now, I've been doing a lot of pedaling because I'm just showing you guys that you don't have to pedal on an e-bike. If you want, you can just use the throttle. You know, you can just use the throttle. And if you got cruise control like me, just hit the, just hit the button for cruise control, or hit the button for a few seconds to have cruise control, opt in, then yeah. And that's the thing, see, like I told you, I used to live in the city, but now I moved out of the city, so now I don't live in the city. And look, with me not living in the city, look, I still can get into town with no problems. And even when, like, winter's almost here, winter's almost here, and that usually is rough on me. But the thing is, I usually, like, the only time I'll operate my bikes during the winter time is when the roads are dry. So when the roads are dry, you'll always see this, salt and sand. That's the only time I'll operate my bikes in the winter time. But on that, I will not operate them, like, when the roads are wet. And of course, we're in the weekend, this is a Saturday it is, so. With it being, the weekend, usually, the weekends are, not too friendly around here, especially on this road. Why are we stopping at a green light? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this. We're sitting at a green light. Look at that. We're sitting at a green light. And that's the thing about these lights and stop signs. With all the stopping and going, with no stopping, going, stopping, going. When you're at 20 miles an hour, it won't drain your battery as much because, see, if you're gonna be in full race mode with a juice bike, and when you're stopping and going, all that power is going to go into the motor, and it's going to drain your battery a lot more faster. Like with all that takeoff, so with the stopping and going, it drains your battery faster when you're at a faster speed, but when you're at a low speed like me, it really doesn't do as much, unless you're on a hill. Unless you're on a hill, and you stop and go, because there is, a couple stoplights on hills that I hate around here, and when I got to stop on them when I'm going uphill, I hate it. I just hate it. So yeah, I don't want to bore you guys here, so I'm going to end it here. And I mean, I'll be back with the vlog, but I just don't want to bore you guys with everything I'm going to do. And, as of right now, we're getting into, the heavy part of town. I mean, but yeah, but I'll be back. In your lane. Filming it. Look at this. Well, I can't because of this guy right here. Well, you should have let me go then. You should have let me go. I would have been a lot more faster. Here, I'll move for him. I'll be nice. See? No, we're not all assholes.
This way.
All right, well, got what I needed. And also, I just want to mention that I do love this. I love having a huge grocery bag / delivery bag. It's good for takeout, good for hauling a bunch of groceries. And then, of course, you know, I got the giant rack here for, you know, to haul like big oversized stuff. And yeah, I've had this for 3.5 years already. 3.5 years I've had this. And like I mentioned, this is on a Saturday when I'm filming it, so the parking lot here is not too friendly. And it's a lot not too more friendly than usual. And you'll see a short of where there was someone, you know, with their hazard lights on, and afterwards, you know, a guy wanted to, you know, back up from the handicap spot, and of course, just it was just a mess, but you'll see in the short. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that, and like I said, I didn't want to bore you guys with what I was in there, because my God, I tell you, it took me forever just to get out of there to get what I needed. And I just want to point out too that after 3 years, the battery is still at, you know, really good capacity, so it doesn't need to be replaced. And then, like I said, this is the first gen. I do have the second gen, so, but like I said, I'm just, you know, seeing if this battery is still good, which it is after 3.5 years. So yeah. And also, I do want to mention that I'll be in that downtown area from when I did the intro. I'll be in that area, plus I'll be in the city too on Halloween. Like I mentioned, this is the 25th, so this Thursday I'll be, not Thursday, but this Friday, I mean, this Friday on the 31st, I'll be filming there on Halloween, there in the city. But yeah. But like I said, I can't really play music because due to copyright, because YouTube has that copyright there, and I don't want to get a copyright strike or, you know, monetized. So yeah. These guys scare me, they do. Like, they don't pay attention or nothing. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Can't see that, can ya? Can't see that, can ya? You can't see these, can ya? You're a fucking blind bat, you are. What the hell is this guy doing? Oh, okay, I was like... Alright, well, I'm gonna end the vlog here. I mean, I did not expect the downtown area to be how it was, so what you saw in the intro, I did not expect it to be like that. I mean, it was just a good place I thought I'd be starting my intro, but instead of turning that, so I didn't want to go through that again. I didn't want to go through that. Too much of a, you know, too much of a heck to go through. So yeah, make sure you all ride safe. Make sure you always wear a helmet, and yeah, I'll be in the next one.